Hello and welcome to Cook What You Got with me, Andy C. Guthrie, the star of Titans Season 2, Episode 10. I'm here with, as always, the lovely Lee.
Hi.
And my dog is somewhere, but I don't know where my dog is.
Nearby.
And I have a special guest today. My friend, my best friend in the whole world, Christian Anderson.
Andy, behind you. I'm right here. Hi.
He's right there.
I'm right
guys.
here.
He's behind me the whole time. Now, Christian and I have to keep distance from each other right now because of a global restraining order.
Mandated restraining order.
Well, see, we're in a special program, actually, of people that have been recognized that really love each other. We love each other a lot. We actually have ankle bracelets on. If we get closer than 6 feet,
We kind of love each other.
we kind of love each other.
Kinda.
If we get closer than 6 feet, our credit cards get charged $600. So he has to stay outside. It is a problem because we just want to hug each other.
Yeah, air hugs don't cut it, Andy.
Your hugs don't cut it.
Bird.
He's a jerk, but I love him so much.
I love chicken. It's like my favorite.
Today on Cook What You Got, we are cooking braised chicken from frozen meat.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you, like tomorrow's Mother's Day, I don't know if that's going to have any bearing on your meal prep.
No,
No, but
No.
maybe you should make something for your mom.
this is perfect.
Yeah,
Because this
perfect.
is like every other Mother's Day, I forget. So I've forgot about Mother's Day again, and it's the last minute, and I've got frozen chicken. So I'm going to show you how to cook frozen chicken because that's all I got right now. Okay, Christian,
Yes.
do you think it's a good idea to cook frozen chicken?
Yes.
I don't know if you're not very convincing.
No, okay, I think that it's probably dangerous unless it's done properly, but I have faith in you.
Do you have faith in me?
So I'll eat
Now-
whatever you cook, I promise.
Now, I did just touch the chicken.
Yeah, you washed your hands though.
But did I wash them after I touched them?
No.
No. Just a second, I wash my hands. Again.
So why do people usually thaw chicken out and not cook it from frozen?
It is generally believed that you can't cook frozen chicken. But it's cooking frozen chicken is not the problem. It's cooking it all the way through that's the problem. And it's easy to undercook chicken when it's frozen. But I'm going to show you how.
So is there a chance we're gonna die?
No one's going to die.
Okay, good.
No one's going to die. Everyone's going to have the most delicious chicken they've ever had. And the chicken is still frozen. It's guaranteed to be safe.
What types of chicken are you using?
Chicken thighs. Because chicken thighs are the most delicious, most forgiving part of the chicken.
And very economical as well.
They're very cheap as well. And they taste the best and they cook the best. And you can totally screw them up and they're still delicious. So that's why we're cooking them. So let's show you everything that I got here. Christian can't see anything because he's looking at my back.
I can see a little bit.
So I've got everything that we're going to need to cook this braised chicken. And it's some carrots. You don't even need all this stuff, but I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do it. So basically what we're going to start with is chopping some vegetables. So I've already got the onions chopped, and I'm going to make some room now. Probably going to cut to a shot where this is all cleared, so we don't have to see me removing everything like this.
Are the vegetables vegetables an add-on, or do they help with the taste of the chicken, or why are you?
They
adding
do.
vegetables?
They do help with the taste of chicken. We're cooking the carrots and the potatoes together. So we're gonna do braised chicken and braised potatoes and carrots, and we're gonna cook the two separately. So we're gonna cook the chicken in one pan, and we're gonna cook the carrots and the potatoes in another pan. So what I like to start with is cutting the vegetables because it's the easiest part. Christian, have you cut vegetables before?
I did so earlier today, actually.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I also cut vegetables earlier today.
Actually, no, sorry. It was a tomato. Never mind.
So I'm
would
not
be a
even
fruit.
going to peel these because we're braising them, and the peel has lots of flavor in it, and it'll get caramelized and delicious. So I'm going to cut them in this little, like, I kind of do half turns, cut on an angle, do these little half turns. See, when you do that, and I'm going to show you cutting all of them because why not? You get these kind of little triangles, like little wedges. I think they're cute. Like Christian's face.
Oh, thank you.
That was a good thought.
So I'm just going to cut through the rest of these. Christian, how do you cut carrots?
I julienne them
Like really thin?
very thin,
So like almost like a coleslaw?
almost to the point where you can't even tell there's carrots in it.
Oh, they just kind of fall apart.
Yes,
But is that
Cut-
because you have little kids?
because my kids hate carrots.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you try to hide them.
exactly. Well, what I usually do is I julienne them and then I throw them in the garbage. so that my wife can't notice that I just wasted all the carrots.
Yeah, and you say, they're in the sauce.
Yes, they're in there.
Yeah.
They're in there.
So now we're going to kind of do wedges with the potatoes. So I cut them in half, and then I cut them in half again and then into quarters. So you get these. You kind of have to go on a little bit of an angle, like that. Half, quarters. And I got 3 potatoes. 1 potatoes, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes. But you can use as many potatoes as you need. I don't know, how many potatoes would you use, Christian? Like 12?
Well, how many thighs do you have?
4.
4. I would probably use 3 potatoes. How many have you got?
I got 3
That's
potatoes.
perfect.
We did it!
We did it. Great minds. Great
You're
minds.
amazing.
So how many people would this feed?
This is probably good for about 4 people.
3 potatoes, 4 people.
Yeah,
4 chicken breasts?
4 chicken breasts, probably good. 3 or 4 people. Like two like really hungry people. Like people who haven't eaten in 3 days, 2 of them. Or 4 people who also ate lunch today.
So Christian can give one to his mom and his stepmom,
Oh yeah, we gotta.
and then I can give one to my mom, and you can give
Oh
one
right,
to your mom.
I forgot. This is a Mother's Day.
Yeah, this is a Mother's Day episode. I love you, Mom.
I forgot. It's a Mother's Day episode. Totally forgot. Sorry, Mom.
Didn't you say your mother is allergic to chicken?
No.
No.
My mother's allergic to onions, which I'm
Onions.
using in this recipe. So, shoot! Sorry, Mom. I'll do another one without onions. Like, I will, I promise. Okay, so that's done. I have the onions chopped, so we're good for that. So the next thing I like to do is, let me explain braising first. Braising, if you don't know what it is, it's a way of cooking meat or vegetables for that matter with a little bit of liquid. So you don't it's not like boiling them. You just bring the liquid up about halfway up the meat or the veggies, and it infuses that flavor and moisture, but doesn't boil them and turn them into boiled veggies or meat. So what we like to do is create a braising liquid in a bowl.
So is it kind of like boiling and steaming combined? Is that the idea?
I guess kind of. It does steam obviously because you keep the lid on for a bit, and it tenderizes the meat, but doesn't but it's not the meat's not submerged in water,
Gotcha.
because boiled meat, just boiled meat, is kind of gross. It's disgusting. Don't do it unless you're making a stock. Stock's pretty, I guess stock's kind of boiled, or like hot dogs. Boiled hot dogs are pretty good.
Well, you're contradicting yourself there, Andy. You said meat, boiled meat.
Yeah, but boiled hot dogs are delicious.
Again, hot dogs are not meat.
Oh, correct.
Yes.
They are vegetarian.
Vegetables.
So we're gonna make a braising liquid. I'm gonna show you a braising liquid that I use sometimes, but I actually mix this up and I change it all the time. And that's the great thing about braising. You can put whatever you want in it. And so I usually start with with some urine. This is actually chicken stock in a urine bottle. My daughter brought this home. She thought it was funny. We usually have apple juice in it. So I usually start with some chicken stock. Now this isn't fancy chicken stock. This is the instant stuff because that's all I had. I just had instant. So I don't know, like a couple cups, maybe 2.5 cups of like a chicken stock. It all depends on the size of the container you're going to be putting in, but maybe just start with a couple cups of that. I think that was like 3 cups. So,
Are you gonna want it to cover the chicken?
not all the way, only halfway. And then you can put other flavors in it. So I've got some thyme, and I don't know, maybe like a tablespoon or so, approximately. And I like to put garlic. So there's 2 cloves. 2 cloves of garlic. Oh my God, it's strong. Some garlic, and
Now, is that a
juice.
minced garlic, Andy?
Pardon?
Was that minced, that garlic?
It was just rough chopped.
Chop? Gotcha.
Rough chopped garlic. And then the juice of a couple lemons. I like lemons except these aren't lemons. I usually use lemons, but I don't have any lemons, so I'm going to use limes. Which is,
What you got?
fine. You got to cook what you got. So I use the old forking method.
You
Fork
forking
my
kidding
lemons.
me?
So
I just said forking kidding me.
Forking kidding me. So I fork the lemons. You just kind of twist them, get all the juice out. I actually don't care. I think these are seedless, but it doesn't matter if you get seeds in this part because we're not. We can strain the liquid after to get all of the components out. So I put the juice of a couple limes in there.
I've heard it said that the lime is a rich man's lemon.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
I actually just made that up.
I'm not. I believe you that
None
you.
of us would know what a rich.
I believe you that you made it up. So we're going to get that in there. So these will be pretty lemony, but I like lemon or limey. It's
Oh, racial slur. Come on, Andy.
His children are Irish.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I'm not even sure what I said. I apologize to all the Irish people
Around the world.
around the world. We're probably also stuck in their homes and not able to visit Christian. The last ingredient, I always add some Worcestershire sauce. Some Worcestershire.
The orange label sauce?
The orange label sauce. The parents. The Lee and the parents. I always add a couple, I don't know, teaspoon or so. It just adds that, I don't know what. It's like, it's just magic. It adds a little bit of magic to the recipe. And then I would normally add salt, but since I'm using an instant chicken stock, there's so much sodium already in that you don't really need to add any more salt. But if you're using like a package of like real chicken stock or chicken stock you've made that doesn't have any salt in it, you'd want to add maybe like a teaspoon of salt or something to the liquid to kind of add to the flavor.
What if you don't have Worcestershire? Could you use something like soy sauce? I mean, that would change the flavor.
I wouldn't use soy sauce, but you could use like fish sauce. If you had like a fish sauce, you could use that. Because Worcestershire is actually technically a fish sauce. It's like mostly anchovies. If you didn't know. It's anchovy sauce. I think. Is it anchovies, Christian?
I think maybe.
What's in the bottle? You can be your
I don't know where the bottle is.
fact checker.
I don't know where anything is. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
You're making the sauce.
Oh, the sauce.
Braising sauce. Braising sauce.
Braising sauce. We're making this braising sauce, and you just give it a little stir. And then now we got this braising sauce. It's all ready to go. Done. And done. So now we're going to get a few things ready, and then we're going to start cooking on the stove, on my piece of shit stove. So I'm going to, I don't even think all these will fit in here. I cut too many potatoes. I don't have a big enough container. Containers not big enough!
Aye.
So I'm going to put 2 potatoes worth of potatoes in there,
That's what I would do.
and then we're just going to get rid of these. We're just going to, these are gone.
Well, they
Forever.
all went in the garbage.
See you later.
Those are for the.
Those are gone. That one too.
Why save them to cook again? When you could throw them right
Oh
in the garbage?
shoot. They didn't go in the garbage.
Yeah. You can pick them up off the floor.
They're on the floor.
They're fine.
So I
Potatoes
just
are
have too many.
antibacterial. They'll be fine.
And I also wanted to put carrots in here. The container's not big enough. So I gotta take more of these out. Gotta make more room for everything here. There, perfect. So my recommendation is get a bigger container. You need more space for all of the ingredients. If you have a container that's too small, not everything fits.
Life lesson.
It's a life lesson. Have you ever ate raw potato?
No.
It's really gross. I gotta throw that one out now because I ate it. Oh, gross! I can't eat this.
Yeah, there's a lot of starch in those.
Well, that was a good nice part of the show. The vomit part of it.
Okay, so for the potatoes and the carrots, I'm gonna put a little extra oil in these. I don't know, a tablespoon or 2. I'm gonna just do that. I like them to have some oil on them.
Like olive oil?
I'm using olive oil for this part. I would use olive oil because it's going to be braising, and the liquid will all evaporate at some point, and there'll be some oil left for they to get crispy at the end. So we're just going to do that for now, and we're going to add a little bit of the braising liquid. So I'll just use my hand to stir. Stir with my hand.
Use what you got.
Because you gotta do what you have. So I'm gonna pour a little bit in. I don't like as much liquid with vegetables. So I don't know about that. It's about halfway up, I guess. But you want to cook these until like the water evaporates, and then it'll just be left with oil, and the oil will like start to like fry the bottom of it a little bit. It'll get like all crispy. And I don't do anything else. I when I put this in the oven, I don't turn them, I don't flip them. I just put it in the oven and cook it. Because like, why mess around with like extra steps? Stupid. Do you want some more carrots?
No, I'm okay. No, I can't see what you're doing, but is there like a screen at the bottom? No, I see. Now I can see. I got you. Lovely.
So it's just some liquid and some oil.
I'll have a carrot.
Those are ready to go in the oven. Lee wants a carrot.
I don't mind if they're.
Been in the garbage.
Well, no.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
The next step is the chicken. This frozen chicken. It's still frozen. It's like started to thaw a little bit. So my recommendation is get it out of the freezer. It's thawed a little. And maybe you could put it in some like cold water in like a Ziploc bag and let it thaw for like 20-30 minutes, just so like the skin is thawed some.
Put the water in the bag or put the bag in the water?
Put the chicken in the bag and the bag in the water and just let it thaw a little bit. Maybe just till the skin is kind of a little thawed, and then we can cook it. We can cook it from that point, and it'll be totally safe. But also, if you have the time to thaw it all the way, do that, because it will be better. Of course, it'll be better. But it's frozen. What am I supposed to do? Shoot.
You
Every
don't
time
have
I
any
yell,
options, Andy. You just got to cook what you got.
I know. I just got to check my microphone. When I yell, it gets upset. Is it still recording? Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Woo, woof, 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 woof. It's working.
Perfect.
So let it thaw. I gotta wash my hands again. Stupid chicken. Always getting chicken on me. Friggin' chicken.
What's the wording of chicken? Salmonella?
Oh, it's any meat really. It's bacteria, right? Like if you leave a little bit of the meat juice on another surface or on like a carrot, for example, like if I wash my hands, but if I like say touch this carrot and it just got a little bit of the meat juice on it, the bacteria could start growing there immediately, and you could die of a duodenum disease that infects the duodenum.
What part of your body is that?
I don't know. I think it's near your butthole
Yeah, that's your butthole.
somewhere. It's like butthole disease or something. Like it attacks, and worms, they start to grow. They actually don't grow in you. They start to crawl from the ground. They're attracted to it.
So basically, people should Google.
Yeah, I'm not sure any of those statements are true, Andy.
Do not. These are not facts.
No, the bacteria attracts worms from the ground. That's what happens if you ingest it. So don't do it. No one wants worms inside
Google
them.
salmonella.
And I don't even know if it's worms. But I know it's not good to touch meat and touch anything else.
Google duodenum.
And Google the duodenum. I'm pretty sure it's near the butthole, but don't quote me on it.
Christian, can you fact check that?
I think it's pronounced butts holes.
Butts holes.
Butts holes.
Oh, dirty. Okay, so we're not going to do anything with this chicken other than let's dry it off a bit. These are actually pretty dry because I just had them. They've been sitting out for just 20 minutes or so. Hello, welcome to the stove section of Cook What You Got. This is the first time we have put anything on a stove. Stoves are hot. They burn you. Be careful. Okay, let's look over here. I have this pot. It's my trusty Dutch oven. I've got the heat on. I've just got it starting to warm up. I've just got it on medium, like 4. I'm going to turn it up now to like 6 or 7, medium high, like almost up to high. You want to get that pretty hot, all right, because we're going to sear the chicken. So maybe I'll even dial it up to 8.
Have I seen that pot in a previous episode?
Yes, this is the pot.
Is that the bread pot?
This is the bread pot.
I got the bread pot.
This is the most versatile pot you can ever have. You could ever own.
This actually came to us through my mother.
Yes, this was This was a reverse Mother's Day gift.
Reverse Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, it's when you get a gift from your mother on Mother's Day.
It wasn't.
Reverse Mother's Day gift.
We expect
I don't follow. I don't follow.
He doesn't follow. But it happened. So this is pretty hot. Like I want it nice and seary. Siri heat.
Siri.
Hey Siri.
Hey
Oh,
Siri.
shit.
How hot is hot?
Okay, shoot. I thought my phone was going to go crazy. 'Cause I said, hey Siri. So you want it really hot. So now I'm going to grab the chicken. Chicken is right here, right beside me. And it's started to thaw a little bit more. It's fairly thawed now. So lucky us.
Very good.
It helps when you wait 2 hours before you cook it. It wasn't out on the counter that whole time.
You can leave it out for how long?
2 hours. You don't want to leave any meat out for longer than 2 hours, or it'll start to kill you slowly.
Yeah.
So we're going to put it right in. Skin side down. See that? Skin side. That's the side with the skin on it.
That's why they call it that.
That's why they call it that. So I do skin side down first. Hear that? It probably needs to be a little hotter. Turn it up a little hotter. You want that sound. Listen, listen.
I can hear it from all the way out here.
Listen. Yeah, that's what you want. So we're going to put them in. Just put them all in. If they fit. Because I'm not throwing the chicken out. I'm not throwing the chicken at the garbage can. So there. It's searing. All right? Oh, that's the sound you want. Just don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just leave it. Let the magic happen. The biggest mistake people make when they're searing chicken is to move it too soon. You want the magic of the heat and the oil to do its work.
Is it a thin line between, oh shit, I burnt this and it's perfect?
This is a very thin line.
Yeah.
And we're going to tread the line.
Tread the
man.
line?
We're going to walk right along that line of
Do it.
burnt, but not quite. No, wait.
Not quite burnt.
Not quite burnt. Perfectly seared. So you just leave it. I would say at least 3 minutes. But we're not going to, like...
First side?
I'd say 3 minutes on the skin side, and you can flip it over for a minute or so on the other side just to kind of get a quick sear. But the skin side's what's important because you want that to be crispy when you finish cooking. So now we're just going to have to wait.
Smells delicious.
It's like 3 minutes. Set timer if you want. I got timer here. Timer. It's already been like a minute, so. Now there's going to be 2 minutes of silence.
2 minutes of silence? We could fill it with witty banter.
All right, let's banter.
Okay, so I have to get going before this meal is finished.
Yes.
Because I have a very important job with the city tomorrow.
I know you do.
But I'm going to stay as long as I can.
Thank you for staying as long as you can.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you coming and staying at least 6 feet away from me and never coming into my house.
Yeah, I never came in the house.
Never came
'Cause
in my
that's
house,
against
not once.
Nope. Because we would have got billed on our credit cards.
We have no bill.
No bills.
But Christian does have an important job. He is a mechanic. He fixes all the trucks
Yeah,
and the buses.
the buses.
And the most important one, the Zamboni.
Zambonis.
He's
We-
the Zamboni
We
repairman.
call them Zamboners.
The Zambonis?
Zamboners.
The Zamboners.
Zamboners.
That's what they call them at the shop. That's what they call shop.
Shop talk. A little bit of shop talk. Shop talk.
The old Zamboner. Okay, this is getting smoky. See that? That's good. Oh, shit. I need some tongs. It's getting hot. So I'm going to have a look. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. So that's like 3 minutes. See that sear? I'm going to take one out. Flip it over. Ah, it's like nice and crispy, brown. This one needs a little bit longer. I'm going to bring this one out. Like, look at that. Like, that's what you want right there. It's dripping hot oil on my feet. Don't do this at home.
Are you wearing shoes?
No, I'm not wearing shoes. I'm barefoot. Barefoot right now. But see, that's what you want. You want that crisp. All right? And then we flip it over the other side. Just for like 1 more minute. 1 more minute on that side. So we've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. No, wait. 325 degrees. And we're going to cook it. What we're going to do is add the braising liquid. So we have this liquid, if you remember, this liquid that we created with all the juice and stuff in it. And we're going to add this. This is a really important step. You have to be really careful right now because there's hot oil in there.
Yeah, isn't oil and water like really dangerous when they're at
No,
high
they don't
temperatures?
mix that well. So you got to be real gentle.
Oh my God!
Just don't splash it in. Just kind of gently pour a little bit in. See, look. Gets all excited. Gets all excited. Let that get kind of used to its environment. Goes like, ooh, yeah. It's like hot tub weather.
And
then
if
you
you
can
light
kinda
yourself
just
on
pour the
fire, I
rest
just want
in.
you to know that I love
And
you.
so you want it about halfway up. So see, if you can look, see that's about halfway up the chicken. Kind of having the skin, try not to let it touch the skin, it'll touch a little bit. So we'll turn this off now. And we're gonna put a lid on. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna transfer it right into the oven. And we're gonna cook it for 1 hour at around 300 degrees. Actually, you know what? 45 minutes. 45 minutes, 300 degrees, then we're going to take the lid off and we're going to crank the heat up to maybe like 350, 375, and let it cook for another like maybe half hour or so, and it's done. It's ready. So,
What if you don't have a pot that can go from the stove top to the oven?
oh,
Can you transfer?
you could, you can, like then transfer it into like another dish that's stove safe. That's fine. That'll work.
Could you use a roasting pan?
Yeah, you could use a roasting pan. You could also just use a roasting pan right on your burner if you wanted to, but it's better to sear it like in a cast iron pan or something. But you'll want to get all the stuff off the bottom. Make sure you get it all transferred. But if you don't have one, I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
You can borrow Andy's.
Yeah, you can borrow mine. Just send me a fax.
What's the number?
Well, it's a phone number that I can't remember right now. Check my my website, www.
AndysFaxNumber.com.
Yeah, andysfaxnumber.com. And you can fax me the request form, and then I'll send you
36 months.
6 months. We'll get back. So, hear that? That's the sound of a working oven.
That's the sound of the cheapest oven they had.
The cheapest ones they had at the secondhand store. They said, oh, we got one for $50. We said, do you have anything cheaper? Christian has to leave. Say goodbye, Christian.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Say I love you, Christian.
Say it, Lee. Say it. Oh, never mind.
Bye,
Bye,
Christian.
I
Bye
love you,
Lee.
Christian.
I love you, Andy.
We're going to put this hot pot, it's a little warm, it's not too bad. We're going to put it in the oven right now, 325 degrees, 45 minutes. Put it right in. We're also going to add carrots along with it for 45 minutes. So 45 minutes, then we're going to come back, take the lid off, probably take the carrots and the potatoes out if they're ready, and crank it up to like 400 degrees and finish the cooking. Then next time you see me, I will have delicious cooked braised chicken and veggies. The chicken is done. 2 days ago, there was a little incident, and I need to apologize to everyone who was expecting the big reveal out of my giant pot. Show you the chicken, perfectly cooked. I took it out of the oven, and while it was resting, I fell asleep. And I woke up at 2 a.m., and I ate most of it. So this is all that's left. We got one piece of chicken and a few little carrots. So that's it. This is what it looks like. Look at how good it looks, though. Look at that. Looks really good. These little, look at that braising, like the dark, like that one's a little burnt. So I wanted just to make a couple comments. When it gets out of the oven, you can eat it, but you can also eat it now. It's cold, but you know, oh well. When you're cooking chicken, you should use a thermometer. And if you don't have one, you should get one. You want to make sure this, especially if you're cooking it from frozen, which, you know, it's your call if you want to do that. Especially if you're cooking it from frozen, you want to check the temperature. It needs to be 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Celsius. And check it. Your duodenum will thank you. Thanks for watching. It's sleepy time.
Cook what you got. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, maybe Saturday, never Sunday, once a week. I'm a baby.